Now on CoastTV News.
Lifeguards on duty expecting a holiday weekend full of heat, and now a new threat is in the mix. Dewey Beach police arrest a man for a stabbing, what officers say happened on Reed Avenue. Red, white, and blue all around 4th of July happenings today, and more still to come in honor of America's 250th anniversary.
After a day of dangerous heat, we may be in for some severe storms throughout the late night hours.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
A live look outside into Rehoboth Beach as a heat wave still grips Delmarva and severe thunderstorms are possible. Good evening and welcome to CoastTV News at 6. I'm Emma Aiken. We begin tonight with a smoldering hot 250th birthday for the United States of America, with the threat of more severe weather on the way. We're now taking a live look outside into Milford. Right away, let's turn it over to our first alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams. Paul, good evening.
Thank you, and good evening to you, Emma. We have two primary concerns. First and foremost, the afternoon heat, which we're going to get to, but there's a delayed concern in the form of severe storms. Let's start with the heat. Right now, we are holding at 100 degrees in Milford, Redden, 100 right now in Harrington, and we're looking at 95 in Millsboro, 96 in Long Neck. Now, just to kind of give you a feel of some of the extreme heat that we've experienced, we measured 104 in Bridgeville at one point, Redden 103, 102 in Harrington, Milford, Salisbury and Georgetown 101, 99 in Seaford and Laurel, and Willard 98 degrees. But the heat index, it feels like 120 in Milton right now. It feels like 117 in Seaford, 115 in Redden, and we're at 116 in Ocean Pines, 113 in Millsboro, and 111 in Salisbury and Delmar. The second concern, possibility of storms. Slight chance across a good portion of our viewing area, and to the western portion of our viewing area, going into the D.C. area, we go from slight to enhanced. Enhanced means that we're watching out for dangerous lightning, winds accelerating beyond 60 miles per hour with isolated thunderstorms. We now have, along with our active heat warning, now we have, believe it or not, a severe thunderstorm watch, which means all the ingredients are in place to form a severe thunderstorm, but it's not happening yet. If we go to a warning, that's when we're talking about an actual storm. Here's the caveat. Because it's crazy hot right now, this could jump off at any moment or stay quiet all night long. We will continue to monitor this for your safety. Emma?
Thank you, Paul. And with this heat, Ocean City's Beach Patrol is taking a closer look across the sand. Lifeguards are staying hydrated, taking shade when they can, also wearing long-sleeve sun protection shirts, ready to respond while reminding beachgoers to stay safe themselves.
They're going through the crowds, doing their runs. If they see things, they remind people of safe practices and just staying safe. And that's why we need to keep them on the stands and healthy so they can be healthy to help other people.
Arbin says OC lifeguards get skin cancer screenings with dermatologists quite often to stay safe throughout the summer. There's more to the heat wave than just the heat and humidity. The UV index is at times up to a 10, very high, making folks more inclined to get sunburn.
If you're outside, if you're at the beach, make sure you're reapplying the sunscreen pretty frequently. It's going to wash off in the ocean, even if they say it won't, and it's also going to wash off as you sweat.
Okay. Dr. Brownstein suggests using at least 50 SPF sunscreen when going outside this weekend. Dewey Beach police say a Dover man is facing multiple felony charges after a domestic-related stabbing Friday night on Reed Avenue. Police say a 37-year-old Clayton man was stabbed multiple times during a fight and was taken to the hospital in stable condition. Investigators say the accused stabber, 37-year-old Samuel Coker from Dover, who you see here, was arrested after receiving treatment for his own injuries. Police say there is no ongoing threat to the public. We do have much more about this stabbing that happened in Dewey Beach right now on CoastTV.com. A two-car crash in Frankfort early Friday morning sent one person to the hospital after crews had to free them from a rolled-over car. First responders say the crash happened just after 3:20 on Route 113 south of Lazy Lagoon Road. The Selbyville Volunteer Fire Company says a mass casualty incident was declared as crews evaluated several people, but only one patient was taken to the hospital. Well, today is the 4th of July, and it's not just any Independence Day, it's America's 250th birthday. Here's some pictures of folks in Fenwick Island who braved the heat for the town's first annual 4th of July By the People, For the People parade. Some awesome pictures there. And here's some video from the Doodah Parade in Lewis. Look at that. The parade started at 5. It was shortened this year to 45 minutes due to this dangerous heat. Still though, looks like people are out there having a great time celebrating the 4th. And if you're looking for some more ways to watch the fireworks this weekend, tonight fireworks over Lewis Beach will be taking place at dusk. Also tonight, Dewey Beach will have fireworks on the bay starting at 9 p.m. Bethany Beach's display begins at dusk. In Ocean City, fireworks will be visible starting at 9:30 from both North Division Street and at Northside Park. Rehoboth Beach will celebrate America's 250th birthday with its annual fireworks display tomorrow night. The show is scheduled to begin around 9:30 off Brooklyn Avenue and will be visible from the beach and the boardwalk. The Funsters will perform at the bandstand before the fireworks at 8 p.m. and again after the show. The city says weather could potentially require launching the fireworks early or late. This brings us to our CoastTV poll tonight. We want to know, what is your favorite July 4th tradition? Let's take a look at the results. We've got 49% of people saying barbecues, with 33% saying watching those fireworks, 10% say traveling, and 8% say community celebrations. If you haven't voted yet, you still can on CoastTV.com or on the mobile app, and we'll show you some updated results tonight on Coast TV News at 11. We are just getting started here on Coast TV News at 6. Coming up later, an American time capsule. All sorts of things buried beneath the ground in Philadelphia and when it's set to be opened.
And following this significantly dangerous heat, we're watching out for isolated thunderstorms to fire up to the point where they may become severe.
But first, from County Council to the White House, Joe Biden's political career spanned more than 5 decades. We look back at the life of Delaware's first president. That story when we're back on Coast TV News at 6.
America 250 on Delmarva, brought to you by Tidal Health Inc.
233 years after it became the first state to ratify the Constitution, the first person from Delaware was elected president of the U.S. Joe Biden brought global attention to the state and Rehoboth Beach area. Joe Biden's long career as a political figure began just prior to his 28th birthday, when he was elected to the Newcastle County Council. 2 years later, he was headed to the U.S. Senate, where he represented Delaware for 36 years. Due to Washington's proximity to Delaware, Biden famously commuted by train on a regular basis. His experience in the Senate led Barack Obama to tap Biden as vice president in a historic 2-term administration. In November 2020, Biden was elected the 46th president of the United States, the first Delawarean to hold the highest office in the land. Biden had to guide the nation through an unprecedented global pandemic and shape America's and NATO's response to the Russian invasion of Ukraine. During his term, the White House was his temporary home, but he was a regular at his Delaware house in North Shores. Time away from the intensity of Washington, D.C. meant some R&R on the beach. He served the public for half a century, and for over 70 years, Joe Biden has called Delaware home.
At the Tidal Health Family Medicine Residency Clinic in Salisbury, our dedicated team supports your family through every milestone in one accessible location. We provide comprehensive services including newborn care, routine checkups, illness visits, immunizations, and sports physicals. By combining a welcoming atmosphere with flexible scheduling and a team you can trust, we simplify healthcare for today's busy families. For more information, visit tidalhealth.org/yourfamily.
We have 2 concerns for tonight. First and foremost, the extreme heat warning, and that's still active until 8 o'clock. Secondary, we now have kind of on the side, or as a side dish, one way to put it, the threat of severe thunderstorms. Now, we're just under a watch, not a warning, but we're going to have to monitor that because there's just too much thermodynamic energy in place that could cause these things to erupt. And in English, that means it's so hot, it makes it kind of wonky to play, and so we got to pay attention to it. So in Lewis, we're holding at 97 degrees. And we're watching out for a chance of thunderstorms in Lewis from 7 till about 10 o'clock. That's the time frame, between 7 and 10 is when we're expecting the opportunity for these storms to pop off. Here's the reason why. You see the yellow? That's a slight chance, okay? That's when we're talking about heavy rain and a quick storm. But you see this orange right here, this enhanced, which goes over towards Baltimore and D.C.? This is the part where we're talking about Easton, Dover, and all that, where we could see some thunderstorms and 60-mile-per-hour winds. That's the simplest way to put it. We have that severe thunderstorm watch in effect for all of Sussex, but now it's inclusive of the entire Delmarva Peninsula and the entire area as a whole. Now we also have the extreme heat concerns as well, so both of them. As far as where the thunderstorms are concerned, they're still firing up over here in DC, and the early projections are showing it's going to move over towards Dover and to our north. But that's not a guarantee because some more stuff can fire up ahead of it as it kind of gobbles up, kind of like a Pac-Man game, waka, 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 that kind of a thing. So about 8:30, we can see some spot showers fire up in Seaford, and then by 9:30, just north of Milton. This is the latest model run with this particular model. By the way, we did warm to 101, a new record high. Beats the old record set in 1966. Take a look at some of these impressive highs. 101 in Georgetown and Dover, 100 in Easton and Cambridge, 102 today in Salisbury. And believe it or not, we're a little bit cooler in Georgetown. A couple of other extreme heats, and this is actually from the Delaware Environmental Observation Station. Ellendale 103, 102 in Milford, Greenwood 101, 100 in Harrington, Laurel, Georgetown. That's a different site, by the way. And Jones Crossroads. So we've had plenty of heat. In fact, look, this is where the temperatures are right now. 101 in Milford and Redden, 100 in Harrington, 94 in Lewis and Longneck. But what does it feel like? Oh, 118 in Milton. Feels like 115 in Redden, 110 in Delmar, as well as Georgetown, and 116 is the heat index, Ocean Pines. Saturday evening, we're watching out for spotty showers to really pop up. It's another one of our models. This model is indicating by 8 o'clock, we're looking for some storms to really fire up. This is the European model. And then another cluster over towards Millsboro. So between the two models, this is the more aggressive one, showing us by 8 o'clock. We're going to see if this happens. Now, I hope the previous model is going to be the case. But you got to be careful and look at both. The amount of rain, we're looking at possibly in Rehoboth closing in on about an inch and just about shy of a half an inch for us in Georgetown. Sunday, totally different animal, totally different situation. We're looking for temperatures in the 90s, and then we'll see maybe a sprinkle or two pull through. One quick note, air quality is kind of tanking right now because it's been so hot for so long. Got to be mindful of that, and we'll monitor that. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Here's the good news. Regular summer weather comes back in style next week with a chance of regular summer thunderstorms because we're due for some regular summer days.
We still have some more news coming up here on Coast TV News at 6. Red, white, and blue skies, sailboats, tall ships, and the Blue Angels preparing for tonight's 4th of July celebration. The Blue Angels rehearsal to celebrate America's 250th birthday was underway today in New York Harbor. From the sky to the waters below, planes were shooting red, white, and blue from their engines, and tall ships darted the waters with American flags. Sail Forth 250 is all part of celebrations commemorating America's 250th birthday. Tall ships have sailed in from around the world, joining traditional military vessels in New York Harbor. This evening, a huge fireworks show will light up the skies with thousands of people expected to be in attendance along to take in the show. A time capsule with items from all 50 U.S. states and 5 territories was buried in Philadelphia today to mark America's 250th anniversary. The capsule, intended to be opened in the year 2276 during the nation's 500th anniversary, was lowered into the ground during a ceremony. Inside the capsule are an iPhone, a Coca-Cola bottle, and a bone from an endangered white whale, along with items from Congress, the Supreme Court, and the executive branch, among other things. What a great idea that is. We still have some more news to get to here on Coast TV News at 6. Coming up next, Serena Williams withdraws, why the star will not play at the rest of Wimbledon. The return of the Williams sisters at Wimbledon will not happen. Serena Williams announced today she is withdrawing from the tennis tournament. The reason is because she injured her knee while playing in the singles portion. That means she will not play with her sister Venus. The pair have not competed in doubles at Wimbledon since 2016. As the spotlight on social media intensifies, more adults support banning it for kids under 16 years old. A Pew survey shows nearly 60% of adults are in favor of such a ban. That opinion cuts across political leanings. but it's strongest in adults 30 to 49 years old. People in this age group are likely to have grown up with social media and have firsthand experienced with its side effects. Critical sentiment of social media's impact on minors appears to be intensifying. The number of people who support age restrictions on the platforms is up from 3 years ago. After the break here on Coast TV News at 6, as we take a live look out there into Rehoboth, we'll have a final check on your forecast in just a few moments.
So we're going to be watching out for a chance of thunderstorms later on. Now, right now we're holding at 101 in Red, 100 in Milford and in Harrington, but it feels like 115 in Red, it feels like 111 in Seaford, Delmarva, and Salisbury. We have an active severe thunderstorm watch, which means all the ingredients are on the table to form a severe thunderstorm throughout the entire Delmarva Peninsula. We're tracking some storms that's moving like it's moving to the north for us right now, but we got to stay on our P's and Q's for that. Keep up with your forecast by calling our weather line. The number to call is 443-880-9100. Your forecast is just a call away, sponsored by the law offices of Brockstead, Mendalis, and Federico. Finally, here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. No longer concerned about red alert days, but we're in the midst of a red alert day, like, right now, because of the heat and humidity and the possibility of thunderstorms tonight. If we click over to the dark side on this thing, so to speak, with severe thunderstorms, we'll keep you updated on our app, our social media pages, and online if necessary.
All right, Paul, thank you. Yes, we will keep you guys updated. Thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6. For more news and all this local weather, download our Coast TV News app and be sure to join us tonight at 11. Until then, have a great night.